What's up, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be showing off you how easy it is to correct missing values within your dataset using Python. So sit back, relax, with your favorite snack, and hey, honors, welcome to a brand new episode of Islander Robotics. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let me know down in the comment section down below on what you're all currently working on. Cannot wait to hear. For those of you who are brand new to the community, my name is Will, and in this channel, we believe in using Python to learn applications of machine learning and artificial intelligence through demonstration. Today's video is going to be no exception to that, where we're going to be using Python to easily correct missing values within our dataset for our machine learning or artificial intelligence model. So that way we are avoiding the infamous programmer's headache. And really the very first thing is, by heading over to a Python script, we're going to be able to use the community's Python package to be able to call upon a module that we created a couple of videos back in the data discovery video called Data Discovery, ironically. Inside that module, we're actually able to view which columns have null values within that one column. So right now, the software is the module is actually picking up one column. So when we come over to here and we type yes, we will actually be able to see that total bedrooms has a total of 207 cells within that column that have null values inside. Now, you may all be thinking that it's going to be one heck of a long script to actually be able to correct these missing values. Well, luckily, you're all part of the Islander Robotics community, and therefore, we have access to one very cool tool, which is actually our Islander Data Preprocessing community Python package. Inside of that package, there's actually one module called Missing Values. This Missing Values module is going to allow us to pass in a data set, and what's going to be coming out of that out of that module is a corrected data set with no missing values within it. And the way to actually be able to incorporate this is by adding two simple lines. First, we're going to say missing equals ir dot missing values. Within missing values, we're going to say df equals data. Now, in order to actually be able to run this module, the next thing we have to do is say missing dot check. Once we do that, let's just run the code, and what you all be able to see in a couple of seconds, because I'm going to fast track right through this, is that when I hit yes right here, we're going to be getting, wait, what? Oh, I forgot one part. In order to actually be able to call upon the corrected data set from our missing values module, is we have to come into ir.data-discovery, because our new data set with the corrected missing values is no longer data. Instead, what it is, it's going to be missing.df. Now, if we were to stop this and then fast track again, when I say yes to this, we're going to be getting, well, it's going to say that is all the information I have for you today. Please have an awesome day. That means that there was no null values found within any of the columns of our data set. To get your hands on that Python package, go ahead and check out the description bar down below, where you all be getting a pip command. Copy and paste that pip command into your terminal, and you'll be able to get a hold of the community's Python package, Islander Data Preprocessing. I want you all to be giving me feedback on what you all think about using this Python package. So leave those comments down in the description bar down below. All right, Honor, so what's going on underneath the hood of the missing values module is, first of all, we're going to be really relying on simple imputer, which is from sklearn. In order to get that into our script, what we have to do first of all is actually say from sklearn.impute import simple imputer. Now, the simple imputer does not work with columns that are object type columns. Luckily for us, we have a very simple way of turning all of our object columns within our dataset into an encoded dataset. So what we're going to do first of all is say, well, actually, let's say encoder, en equals ir.encoded. Within this, we're going to say df equals data. Now, the next thing we have to do is we have to tell the encoder module to actually run by just saying encoder.check. Once we've done that, we now have an encoded data set where all the object columns are simply corrected. If you want more on this encoded module, go ahead and check out last week's video. But what we're going to do next is actually be using the simple imputer. We're going to create our very first instance of the simple imputer by simply hitting enter. We're going to say imputer. Well, impute equals, not IR, we're going to say simple imputer. Now, within these parentheses, we have to define the strategy. You can do nothing at all as one of the strategies. You can delete those columns or rows. Well, not columns. You can delete those rows. Or what you can do is, what we're going to be doing is be using the strategy median. So inside of all the empty cells of total bedrooms, or any column that has no no values within the cells, we're going to be actually importing the median value of that whole column into those individual cells. So the way to actually specify what strategy you want to do is just simply saying within this parentheses, strategy equals quotations median. Now, the next thing we have to do is we're going to be fitting the encoded data into the imputer module. So we're going to say, well, let me correct myself. We're going to be taking the encoded data set from the encoder module, and we're going to be transforming it to impute. So we're going to say new impute equals impute.fit transform, and we're going to say, what is it? Well, actually, we can just say encoder.df. Once we've done that, what's going to happen is the original data set that we imported as encoder.df is now going to be exported as a NumPy array, where all the cells are within that data set that are empty are now going to be having those median strategy imported into them. Now, you can keep it as simply as new impute. It's totally fine, but the only problem is, like I was saying earlier, it's going to be a NumPy array. Personally, I like it when I have all my data sets as one type of project, well, one type of data set, which in my case, I like it more as a pandas data frame. So therefore, what we're going to do next is actually convert new impute into a pandas data frame by just saying new data equals pd.data frame, and we're going to say new impute, and we're going to say columns equals encoder.df.columns. Now the next thing we're going to say is index, which is going to be encoder.df.index. Now, once we've done that, new data is now our brand new data set with all the corrected values, encoded values, as well as the corrected missing values. Now, the next thing we're going to do is actually double check that all the corrections that we made to this data set is actually happened. So what we're going to do is use ir.datadiscovery to actually be able to tell that, which is just, like I was saying, ir.datadiscovery, and we're going to say df equals new data. Now, I'm going to fast forward through this whole process because there's really only one spot we want to pay the most attention to. So Control R, run this, and high speed in 3, 2, 1. All right, so that high speed was not that long. So the next thing we're going to do within this is actually just hit yes. What we should get is basically that this thing is going to tell us there's no null values within our data set by simply saying have a good day. So when I hit enter right now, it's going to say exactly what I wanted to say, which is that is all the information I have for you today. Please have an awesome day. Meaning we made the necessary corrections to our data set. To get your hands on the code that you all just saw, go ahead and check out the GitHub link down in the description bar down below, or you can just go to github.com/IslanderRobotics/missing values. As always, I love you all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, Islanders. Happy coding.